Part 4. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 31. The second stage of the competition is mainly about the battle between the beasts. The Beast Master only serves as an auxiliary commander. 10,000 people will compete for the top 100 in 3 days or something. In other words, everyone only has one chance, but one system. After 100 people, there is a bow 3 system. There is even a possibility of a 2 vs 2 system. Of course, everything depends on the decision of the big guys who host the college entrance examination competition. Lin Chen took his number plate and came to the huge competition venue. The rules were also very simple. If one party fell and could not attack, he would win the game. Invite player number 3602 to come to venue number 8 to prepare for the competition. The sound of the broadcast sounded. Lin Chen looked at the number plate in his hand, 3602. Lin Chen walked directly to the number 8 venue. If there is no audience yet, it is just live broadcast. If there is really an audience at the scene, that also has to wait until the top 100. Maybe there will be people from other planets watching. After all, the college entrance examination competition can be regarded as the power of the younger generation of mankind. Maybe, there are also things that alien races will pay attention to. Wait until Lin Chen comes. When we arrived at venue number 8. Lin Chen's opponent also appeared, Halen Middle School, a middle school that Lin Chen didn't know about. Anyway, how could Lin Chen remember such a school? Please get ready to control the beasts, the competition is about to begin. The referee stood far away with a loudspeaker and said to Lin Chen and another contestant. Come on, Jiao Qiao, Lin Chen said slowly, and a stream of light flew directly out of Lin Chen's body. A dragon beast with a streamlined figure, wearing purple gold scales, and extremely handsome appeared on the field. Lin Chen's opponent, 100 faces. Dragon species. Although he doesn't know her, it doesn't stop him from knowing that Jiao Jiao is a dragon beast, and the vague coercion on her body is no joke. That's the standard feature of the dragon beast species. The dragon beast species is just bronze now, so what? Thinking of this, Lin Chen's opponent directly summoned a white jade scorpion star beast. The all-seeing eye, Lin Chen opened his omniscient eyes. Name, White Jade Poison Scorpion. Qualification, Silver. Strength, Bronze Level 1. Attribute, Poison. Weakness, Fire, Thunder. Lin Chen. This is a bit uncomfortable. No wonder this guy looks so ugly. It turns out that he was restrained by himself. Lin Chen murmured, with a smile on his lips. Game start, the referee announced. Purple thunder emitted from the delicate body. The next moment, he appeared in front of the white jade poison scorpion. So fast. Poison needle. It's useless, Lin Chen said calmly. As a dragon beast, Jiao Jiao's hidden attribute is an immunity level of more than 60%. The white jade poisonous scorpion's poisonous needle can't even break Jiao Jiao's defense ability. The purple poisonous needle collided with Jiao Jiao's scales, causing sparks to fly. The next moment, the poisonous needle directly shattered. Purple thunder appeared on Jiao Jiao's canine teeth. Jiao Jiao bit the white jade poisonous scorpion in one bite. Purple thunder jump. At the end of the battle, the white jade poisonous scorpion fell directly to the ground, twitching continuously, and there was this purple thunder jumping on his body. The battle is over. Contestant 3602 wins, the referee immediately announced. Lin Chen's opponent had an ugly look on his face, and then withdrew from the fighting venue. Lin Chen returned to the preparation area. In addition, Lin Chen also saw two familiar people who could not be in the familiar place. People. Just about to turn around and leave. But these two people also saw Lin Chen. Yes, it was Lin Yuyu and Wu Zhao. Asshole. Rogue. Lin Chen. Haha, I thought you didn't dare to come, but I didn't expect you would still dare to show up. Wu Zhao looked at Lin Chen and said with fire in his eyes. Really? Lin Chen looked at Wu Zhao and Lin Yuyu with a naughty smile on his face. You guys still deserves a beating as always. Lin Yuyu was so angry when she saw the naughty smile on Lin Chen's face. It's okay, why didn't this crazy bitch tell you that she lost at my hands? Lin Chen looked at Lin Yuyu and said slowly. What? Lin Yuyu looked at Wu Zhao in shock. Wu Zhao's face darkened, and he looked at Lin Chen as if he was dripping with ink. He wished he could kill Lin Chen now. That time was just Lin Chen's deceit. You guys are still as bad as ever. I was deceived by you last time, but that won't be the case this time. Wu Zhao looked at Lin Chen and said. Lin Chen touched his nose, and it makes sense. But when you go out, don't be shy. Don't be BB, have you lost? Lin Chen looked at Wu Zhao proudly and asked. Snort, Wu Zhao snorted coldly and said nothing. Lin Yuyu looked at Lin Chen and Wu Zhao very differently, with a hint of disbelief in her eyes. This woman who had so much pressure on her actually lost to this gangster. This time, you wait for me. Wu Zhao said this and turned around to leave. She was afraid that if she stayed, she would have a real PK with Lin Chen. Wait, just wait, can you wait in bed? Lin Chen curled his lips and said. Wu Zhao almost fell to the ground, took a deep breath, looked at Lin Chen with hatred, and then left quickly. Lin Yuyu looked at Lin Chen curiously. Tell me, how did you defeat that guy? Lin Yuyu asked Lin Chen curiously. Why do you ask? Lin Chen said angrily, but looking at Lin Yuyu's majestic and righteous face, he still said it. So that's it? Lin Yuyu said with a smile on her face. This is interesting. Lin Yuyu looked at Lin Chen with a smile, but when she looked at Lin Chen, she looked at her own justice. A hint of blush appeared on Lin Yuyu's face. You guys are still such a gangster. Lin Yuyu stepped on Lin Chen, and then ran away. Lin Chen took a breath of cold air. These girls are so cruel. This guy is wearing Gogan shoes. Lin Yuyu and Wu Zhao after leaving. Lin Chen didn't wait long in the preparation area before starting the second round of competition. It was basically the same as before. Instant kill. Except for those children from aristocratic families, Lin Chen really doesn't show off to anyone his age now. After all, the strength of the children of those aristocratic families is completely different. On the second day, there were still 2 games. Lin Chen won successfully. The third day was also the last day of the knockout round. The intensity of today's game was completely different from the previous 2 days. Those who should be eliminated have been eliminated, and there are still 200 people left. Except for Lin Chen, all the others are children of aristocratic families. This is very nice. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 32. What the hell, just playing chicken. Lin Chen looked at the remaining candidates for the competition. Except for himself, the other children of the whole body family. Player number 3602, please go to venue 10 to prepare for the competition, the broadcast sounded. Lin Chen walked from the preparation area to the number 10 venue. Another broadcast sound also sounded. Player number 1086 is asked to go to venue 10 and prepare for the competition. Damn it, Yu Yezi, you are so lucky, you are among the top 100 in this submission. A group of young people gathered around one of the men who couldn't hide his joy and said. Don't say that, anyone who has made it this far is not a simple person. Although the person who was called Yaya said this, the smile on his face and the disdain in his eyes undoubtedly showed that he looked down on Lin Chen. I'll go first and wait for my good news. Ye Tian walked towards venue number 10 with a smile on his face. A descendant of an aristocratic family, Lin Chen raised his eyebrows. The only child of aristocratic family, Lin Chen has only fought against Lin Yuyu and Wu Zhao. Lin Chen really doesn't know about the others. Come to the competition venue. Lin Chen's opponent Ye Tian is also here. Arrive at the competition venue. Players from both sides please prepare, the referee said slowly. Two streams of light flew out from Lin Chen and Ye Tian. Ye Tian looked at Lin Chen's star beast and smiled. No wonder we can reach this point because of a dragon beast. No wonder, but your luck ends here. Lin Chen. Lin Chen looked at Ye Tian's star beast. It was burning with flames. It had fangs growing, and its body was as huge as a mountain of meat. Omniscient eyes. Name, Flame Fang Beast. Qualification, Brick and Stone. Stage, Bronze Level 1. Attribute, Fire. Weakness, Speed, Water attribute. Do you look down upon yourself so much? Lin Chen murmured and looked at Ye Tian. To be honest, he has reached the top 200 after all, so he respects his skills. This is definitely not Ye Tian's strongest star beast. He even said that he only signed the contract not long ago. Game start, the referee announced directly. At the same time, Lin Yuyu and Wu Zhao also came to watch Lin Chen's game. Their game has not started yet, and they are not surprised that Lin Chen can reach this point. They just want to see Lin Chen. Can you break the curse? Yes, it is a curse. Since the college entrance examination competition was held, only a few people can break the curse. Otherwise, it will be a stage for the family to show the strength of its younger generation. Fire attack. Fix it, Ye Tian said confidently. After all, he is just an ordinary person. Even if he is lucky, what will happen if he signs the dragon beast? After all, he is just an ordinary person. Ye Tian looks down on Lin Chen from the bottom of his heart and has a contemptuous attitude. Lin Chen looked at Ye Tian with a strange expression. This move can be said to be strong or weak. It is powerful, and although it is fast, it seems to Lin Chen that it is too slow, and it also shows his own weaknesses. Come out. To be honest, this is seeking death. Thinking of this, Lin Chen shook his head secretly. Jiao Jiao. Avoid, Thunderclaw. Lin Chen said in a deep voice. Even Jiao Jiao didn't even use the ability of thunder to stimulate her own cells. She just avoided it. The thunder claws condensed. The purple thunder claws were almost solidified and turned into purple gold. Claw. The flame fang beast flew out directly. What? Ye Tian looked at Lei Jiao Jiao with a hint of shock in his eyes. How could it be possible? Even if he was careless, where would the strength of the flame fang beast be? Lin Chen shook his head. Being careless and underestimating the enemy is one thing, but more importantly, Lin Chen took a closer look at the potential development level of this flame fang beast, and found that it was less than 10%. And Lei Jiao Jiao, after 7 days of hell training, plus the unlimited power of thunder attribute crystals using it directly increased the potential value to 80%. The difference is too big. End it? Lin Chen said lightly. Lei Jiao Jiao looked at the flame fang beast with a hint of contempt in her eyes. The thunder claws condensed again. Just like swatting a fly, the flame fang beast let out a scream and then fell to the ground. Lost the ability to fight? How can it be? Ye Tian was almost crazy. He couldn't believe that he was defeated like this. He only used one move from the beginning to the end, and then, there was nothing more. Referee, Lin Chen looked at the referee. The referee was also stunned. He originally thought it was a crushing battle, but he didn't expect that it was the children of the aristocratic family who were crushed. The game is over and 3,062 contestants have won, the match was announced. Impossible, impossible, you must have cheated. How could I lose to you? Ye Tian said to Lin Chen unwillingly. However, the elite education did not make him lose his mind and make offline PK actions. Why is it impossible? It's as simple as that if you are careless, Lin Chen said lightly, spreading his hands to express that he was helpless. But the people watching didn't think so. Is this carelessness? Although it is careless, it is no different from an instant kill. It is not just carelessness. That can be explained. There is also the gap in strength. This guy is getting stronger again, Wu Zhao said solemnly. How did this guy do it? Lin Yuyo said with a hint of curiosity. No matter what, this guy broke the curse, and the future will not be simple, Wu Zhao said calmly. Good luck. Wu Zhao doesn't think so. He has played against Lin Chen several times, and Wu Zhao doesn't believe that Lin Chen is so simple on the surface. After the game, Lin Chen returned directly to the hotel and picked up. There will be 3 days of rest after coming down. After 3 days, there will be the top 100 competition of the St. Langzing College entrance examination. And Lin Chen didn't know that his information was directly leaked. To be precise, it was exposed by the investigation, including in the gravity room. The images of training were also circulated. The Wu family. Wu Zhao looked at the video information brought back by his servants. It was the information of Lin Chen's training in the gravity room. He practiced as if he was dying. Including bullies, and the same goes for Lei Jiaoqiao. She keeps repeating boring physical training and skill release training. This guy, there was a trace of solemnity in Wu Zhao's eyes. I have to say that the strength Lin Chen showed was indeed terrifying. What was even more terrifying was the crazy energy this guy cultivated, as if he was desperate for his life. At this moment, Lin Chen's image appeared in something has changed in Wu Zhao's heart. It seems that they are not so worthless. Ask yourself, they have the best resources, when have they practiced like this? When have they worked so hard? Thinking of this, there is a sense of crisis in Wu Zhao's eyes. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 33. This brat really broke into the top 100, Xiao Sa looked at Lin Chen and said excitedly. The fifth planet, I'm back. Lin Chen broke into the top 100 and entered the top 10 colleges in the Federation. It is a sure thing. Xiao Sa can also return to the fifth planet from Saint Orchid Star. However, the road ahead for this little guy will be difficult. Xiao Sa touched his chin and thought slowly. There is no problem. In the past 100 years, Lin Chen was the first person to break the curse on the Holy Orchid Star. It is difficult not to attract attention. He is far away from the top 100 competition. There are still 3 days left. Lin Chen doesn't know what to do anymore, and he really doesn't know what to do for a while. There is no money, no resources, and now it is just training, which is completely unable to promote the development of the potential of Bully and Lei Jiaoqiao. Lei Jiaoqiao has no idea what to do. Jiaoqiao's potential value reached 80% during the Hell training in 7 days, but the next 20% was not so easy to accumulate. The Bully's potential value reached 9% 10, in just 7 days, more than 1,000 light attribute crystals have been used, and the next 10% of the potential value can be developed. At least it will take close to a month of Hell training to achieve it. Going to the back, the developed the more difficult it gets. Yo, kid, what are you thinking about? Xiao Sa's voice came over. Lin Chen. Lin Chen looked at Xiao Sa who walked into the room. The competition venue here is more than half a planet away from Shenglan Middle School. Brother Xiao, why are you here? Lin Chen had a hint of surprise in his eyes. Why, I can't come. I can't come and see if you broke into the top 100. After all, you are also representing Shenglan School. Xiao Sa said with a smile on his face. He sat on the sofa opposite Lin Chen. Well, it just feels too far. Lin Chen said slowly. Far? What's so far away? Just a few minutes away. It seems like you're a little troubled. Xiao Sa looked at Lin Chen and said with a smile on his face. No way. Lin Chen buckled his head and said in the negative. You kid, it's really beyond my expectation that you've made it this far. I'll give you this. Xiao Sa placed a bottle of purple glossy blood and a golden gem in front of Lin Chen. This is, Lin Chen had a hint of shock in his eyes. Lin Chen naturally knew what these two things were. Crystal of light. Thunder Dragon essence and blood, Xiao Sa said slowly. The crystal of light is a condensed body of light attribute that is more pure than the crystal of light element. It can even be said to be a treasure of light attribute. Although it is only the size of a fist, it is comparable to tens of thousands of light element crystals. Needless to say, the essence and blood of the Thunder Dragon. True dragon species, the essence and blood of the Thunder Dragon. The essence and blood is not ordinary blood. This thing cannot be bought even if you have money. Here you go, the reward for entering the top 100, Xiao Sa said with a smile. It's useless for me to keep these things, so I might as well give them to you, Xiao Sa explained to Lin Chen. Useless. Lin Chen didn't believe that there was no lack of market for these things whether they were sold or exchanged for resources. How could they be useless? Looking at Lin Chen, who was silent. Xiao Sa he smiled and said, you call me brother Xiao, and it's nothing to give you these things. If you don't want them, I can take them back. Yes, why not? Thank you so much, brother Xiao. Lin Chen said slowly, with a smile on his face. But brother Xiao, I want to ask, why are you so nice to me? I am not the best in qualifications, that's just how people are. Lin Chen asked Xiao Sa. Why? I don't know, maybe it's fate. By the way, boy, in this top 100 competition, the top 10 colleges will send their representatives, so perform well, Xiao Sa said slowly. Kindness, Lin Chen nodded, naturally knowing what the top 10 colleges represent. Apart from other things, resources and teacher manpower are not comparable to other schools. Only by entering the top 10 can we perform better. Show your potential and qualifications, and get more resources and better star beasts. Okay, I'm leaving. By the way, after this competition, if you don't find me at Chenglin Middle School, you will have the opportunity to come to the Xiao family on the 5th planet in the future. Where am I waiting for you? In addition, the gravity room here will be renewed for 1 month until the end of the competition, so work hard, Xiao Sa said to Lin Chen. Good, Lin Chen nodded and didn't say anything else. Now Lin Chen is not qualified to say anything else. He might as well stay silent. Does Lin Chen have the qualifications and strength to say such things now? Obviously there is no good. Go ahead. Keep it in mind more than anything else. Let's go, no need to send it, Xiao Sa said to Lin Chen and left directly. Lin Chen looked at the light attribute crystals in his hands, as well as the blood of the Thunder Dragon, and entered Xiao Saxu's 1-month gravity chamber without any hesitation. He could defeat Ye Tian, and Lin Chen still have some doubts in their hearts. On the one hand, Ye Tian is careless and not serious at all, and on the other hand, it is his own strength. Bully, Jiao Xiao, come out, Lin Chen directly summoned the bully and Jiao Xiao. If nothing else, this bottle of Thunder Dragon essence and blood is enough to push Jiao Jiao's potential to 100%. So do bullies. Thinking of this, Lin Chen couldn't help but feel a little hot. If the potential is developed to the limit, bully and Jiao Jiao will be able to evolve to the next stage. Jiao Jiao, this is for you. Lin Chen directly placed the Thunder Dragon essence and blood in front of Jiao Jiao. There was a trace of yearning in Jiao Jiao's eyes, and the genes in her body were surging with desire. Work hard and don't let me down, Lin Chen said slowly, feeding the blood of the Thunder Dragon to Jiao Jiao. Looking at the bully on the side, Lin Chen also took out the crystal of light. The bully also shouted hurriedly. Don't worry, this is for you too, Lin Chen said with a smile and looked at the bully. He handed the crystal of light to the bully. Jiao Xiao, who drank the blood of the thunder dragon, lay directly in the gravity chamber and began to transform, falling into a deep sleep. The bully also held the light. The crystal formed a thin film on the body. Lin Chen turned on the synchronization mode, used thunder to temper his own cells, and at the same time, he ran the titanium immortal body and began to practice together. The star beast is very important, but the beast master's own strength is also very important. If the beast master doesn't have the ability to protect himself, he will become a burden. Lin Chen doesn't want to become a bully, Xiao, their shortcomings. 3 days is enough. I'll give you a surprise then. Lin Chen slowly thought that if it was before, Lin Chen would have wanted to do his best, but now he also wants to compete for the first place. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 34. 2 days. Lin Chen looked at the bully and Xiao standing in front of him. The two little guys had spent 2 days dormant, and their potential was fully reached, 100% potential. In other words, if you don't evolve or break through, no matter how strong you are as a bully or Xiao, that's all you can do. At the same time, the bully and Xiao's body have undergone some changes. The first is the bully, like an elongated version of Patrick Star with yellow skin. Some subtle lines appeared, and the gold color had a mysterious texture. Lin Chen didn't know what the purpose of these lines was, but it was definitely a good thing. In addition, there are 2 more skills. The 8-foot Megatama awakens. This is the soul of Kizaru, the power brought by the soul card. The other one is the skill that the bully himself has awakened. The ultimate light. A status skill. Lin Chen guessed that in the initial state, the ability will be awakened only when the potential is developed to the limit. The other one is Xiao. Not to mention that the body is a bit bigger. The purple gold scales appear like those mysterious lines carved on the scales of a bully. Superior. The single horn on the head gradually turned into a dragon horn. Mysterious lines also appeared on the top. It's like lines that are naturally cultivated. As he becomes more and more powerful, his body is also getting bigger and bigger. In addition, 2 skills have also been awakened. Transform into a dragon. Needless to say, this is transforming into a dragon, temporarily transforming into a true dragon of thunder. But it's not a good skill, it will hurt the origin. Can only be used as a trump card. Lin Chen also told Lei Xiao not to use the skill without his own order. The second one is the same as the bully, but with extreme thunder. It is also a state skill. Very good, Lin Chen nodded with satisfaction. The 2 little guys' ranks have not changed much, but their strength has more than doubled. The next step is to evolve. Lin Chen looked at Lei Xiao and the bullies with his omniscient eyes. Lin Chen has not determined their evolutionary direction yet. It would be great if we could see the most correct direction of evolution. Lin Chen slowly thought that although he could see the bully and Lei Xiao's various postures after their evolution, he didn't know who was most suitable for the bully and Lei Xiao. In Lin Chen's eyes, the bully and Lei Xiao were the most suitable. Lei Xiao's evolution series has changed. Name, Light Soldier Elf, Bully. Evolution direction, the compatibility with the Daughter of Light is 100%. Evolutionary elements, Crystal of Light. No light element can harm the Daughter of Light, and it can even absorb light element skills to increase its own light element damage. Name, Purple Thunder Wolf Dragon, Lei Xiao. Evolution direction, the compatibility of Thunder Blood War Dragon is 100%. Evolution elements, extreme control of thunder, true dragon essence and blood with thunder attributes, crystallization of fighting spirit. Note, containing thunder and fighting spirit in one's own blood is a thunder-blooded fighting dragon. Lin Chen. Awesome. Lin Chen looked at the omniscient eye and arranged the evolution direction that is most suitable for Bully and Lei Xiao. Basically there is no problem. 100% fit means that both Lei Jiao and Bully want to evolve into. If you don't look like this, you won't be able to achieve it. But the only cheating thing is that the bully's name evolved into the Daughter of Light. Why is it still called a bully? Obviously the bully became a female star beast. Now the bully has no gender, but after evolving there it is. This is a bit uncomfortable. Lin Chen is not too entangled. The worst thing is that he will change it later. It still depends on whether the bully likes it. The direction of evolution has been determined, and the only purpose now is to get these things needed for evolution. Resources, crystals of light, are worth more than 1 million federal coins. 10 of them is 10 million. 1/10 of a small target. Thunder attribute true dragon essence and blood. This is troublesome. The starting price may be tens of millions. You can't buy anything worth even hundreds of millions, and the crystal of fighting spirit is also a rare thing. But it should be around 10 million. In other words, these two little guys have to get at least 100 million for themselves. Of course. This is a conservative estimate, maybe even more. Thinking of this, Lin Chen wanted to rob the federal bank. But after thinking about it, he decided to forget it. He hasn't lived enough yet. Skull hurts. Lin Chen looked at the two little guys, Bully and Lei Jiao, and then looked at the balance on his card. There was still more than 30,000 yuan left. Although Lei Jiao and Bully haven't spent much money recently, Lin Chen himself cultivation requires money. Every time after using thunder to exercise, in order to ensure that he will not have any sequelae or the like, Lin Chen will buy some powerful tonic food to eat. Now he is almost eating dirt. Let's save a little in the next few days. It would be great if I could make a living. Lin Chen suddenly thought of it. He is trying to make a living. It seems not impossible. The only people Lin Chen knows are Wu Zhao and Lin Yuyu. If he wants to make a living, he can only go to them. How about starting your own cheating life now? Lin Chen thought slowly. It's not a scam. Lin Chen plans to use his omniscient eye to become a creator. This is a profession derived from the Beast Master, specializing in cultivating star beasts, especially for those with money. People. As for why they are called architects, the word create explains everything. Turn decay into magic. This is the architect. Of course, there is also a down-to-earth name, veterinarian. Of course, veterinarians are just low-level architects or inferior. Star beast. There are also failures in evolution. The existence of architects is for these services. The profession of architect needs to be tested. Lin Chen is ready for these and is just waiting to take the test after the competition. And there is someone with a talent better than his own? It is a suitable profession for the builder. A powerful builder will become the honored guest of those big families no matter which planet he is on. After all, the builder can improve the growth, power, and evolution of star beasts. Certificate. This is why architects are so popular. Not all star beasts can 100% evolve into the next form. The failure rate is even very high. It is just because of the large number of bases that it is easy to evolve the star beast. The evolution of star beasts is not that easy. Not everyone is Lin Chen. He has an all-seeing eye that, although not very helpful in combat, can be called a bug in terms of support. Find time to take the veterinary qualification exam, Lin Chen thought slowly. The so-called veterinary qualification certificate is the builder's qualification certificate and it also has a grade. Lin Chen definitely doesn't have time now. It takes about 2 to 3 days to take the exam for this kind of thing. Today, one day, the top 100 competition will start tomorrow, and it's time for Lin Chen to come. Let's wait and see when we have time to go. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 35. The top 100 tournament is here as scheduled. The largest fighting venue is held on the Holy Orchid Star. In addition to the 100,000 spectators on site, there is also a live broadcast online. The day before the game starts, Lin Chen looked at the fat man in front of him. That's right, he was a fat man, looking at Lin Chen with a greasy face like Maitreya Buddha. Boss Zhu, I don't know what you want from me. Lin Chen looked at the fat man in front of him, and the corners of his mouth twitched involuntarily. He didn't expect that he would one day be able to advertise and bring goods to others. Haha, brother Lin is so polite. What do you call me, Boss Zhu? Just call me Brother Zhu. I am taking the liberty to disturb Brother Lin this time because I want to ask Brother Lin to help with an advertisement. Zhu Yifu said with a smile on his face, looking at Lin Chen with a flattering look on his greasy face. Ahem, Brother Zhu, just tell me if you have anything to do. Lin Chen forced himself not to laugh and said to Zhu Yifu. Brother Lin is happy, and Brother Zhu will no longer beat around the bush. As long as Brother Lin wears this dress to participate in the competition, I will give you 5 million for the top 100, 10 million for the top 64, and 1 million for the top 32. How about a billion? Zhu Yifu held a coat in his hand. In addition to the 4 characters of Shenglan Middle School on it, there was also a huge pig-head log. It said that if you want to buy a star beast, come to Zhu's Chamber of Commerce, you deserve it. The corner of Lin Chen's mouth twitched. How about Brother Lin? Are you satisfied? Zhu Yifu asked Lin Chen with a smile on his face. For it, what should Lin Chen say? He's so ugly, so stupid. Only 5 million. It's 5 million just to participate in one game. To be fair, Lin Chen was very excited. Since Brother Zhu is so thoughtful, of course I agree. Lin Chen said slowly, with a forced smile on his face. That's good, so Brother Lin agreed. Zhu Yifu's face burst into laughter. Does buying a top 100 game for 5 million count as a profit? It depends on how you understand it. Anyway, Zhu Yifu definitely deserves it. There are 6 billion people in the entire Shenglan planet, not counting those from alien planets. Even if you only show up for 5 seconds on the live broadcast, you will make a lot of money. Not to mention everything, at least, it has a billion attentions. This is a billion people, but a serious billion people. Then, Brother Zhu, Lin Chen looked at Zhu Yifu and rubbed his fingers. Don't worry, Brother Lin, right away. Zhu Yifu transferred money directly in front of Lin Chen. Ding! It's the sound of money. Brother Lin, what a happy life. Zhu Yifu said with a smile on his face. Happy cooperation, Brother Zhu. Lin Chen said with a smile. Both of them are very satisfied. I got 5 million, do you want to spend some money? Lin Chen looked at Zhu Yifu leaving and rubbed his hands, feeling a little itchy and unbearable. Your luck seems to be very good today. Or just give it a try, Lin Chen thought with some excitement. Lin Chen opened the system panel. There are 2 cards lying in the system warehouse, one purple and one gold. There are also more than 100 soul essences. Madhu, come on, give me 1 million, Lin Chen said in a deep voice. 1 million has been received and turned into 100,000 evolution points. Let's have a wave of high-level 10 companies, Lin Chen said with jealousy and thick neck. He watched with a low breath as he watched the high-level carousel appear in front of him. The low-level ones are cards, the intermediate ones are light groups, and the high-level ones are patterns. 11 gorgeous whistling patterns appeared in front of Lin Chen. 10 consecutive draws come with 1 bonus. The first one to open. The Cyan Soul card. Lin Chen's face turned dark, and the 100,000 was gone. The second one, thank you for your patronage. Lin Chen's face turned even darker. The third one, a Cyan Soul card. The 10th, Cyan Soul card. There's only one left. Come out, please, come out for me, Dad, Grandpa. I beg you, Lin Chen almost cried. 1 million. So far, 9 Cyan Soul cards have been released, but they are of no use. Golden light rises. Phew, I love gold. Come with something useful, come with something useful. Lin Chen looked at this golden soul card like a betting dog. A hedgehog head. With eyes, one is like a big windmill, and the other is corrugated, with 6 black megatama dotted on it. Suzuki 6 paths, golden legend, restriction, can be used by star beasts with thunder attributes and strong mental power. Note, this soul card is jealous of Aegiao, and the personality of the star beast using this soul card will move closer to the soul card. Coming, Lin Chen looked at the golden Suzuki in front of him. Lei Jiao has the soul card. Ness, Lin Chen placed the spirit card directly in front of Jiao. As for her strong mental power, Lei Jiao's mental power is not weak. Come on, Jiao fuses him, Lin Chen said slowly. Lei Jiao glanced at the phantom of the soul card in Lin Chen's hand, which was less than the height of a finger. A trace of desire appeared in her eyes. Make money with blood. This wave, the real blood profit, actually opened the golden color, Lin Chen thought slowly. Lei Jiao directly integrated the 6-path Suzuki soul card into his body. A trace of thunder and spiritual power began to permeate Lei Jiao's body. Just like the previous bully, he directly entered a dormant state. 2 hours. Fine, Lin Chen nodded. Tomorrow is the start of the top 100 competition. People from all major colleges will come to watch the game. In addition, there are also professionals to provide commentary. Lin Chen is looking forward to it. This top 100 competition is considered the first of the college entrance examination competition. The third stage, which is also the last stage, is a 2v2 competition format. To put it simply, contestants must have at least 2 star beasts to compete. If not, you can have just one. Normally, it is basically 3v3. 2v2. This decision was made because they had just graduated this year and considered that they didn't have many star beasts on hand. 2 hours later, Lei Jiao completely fused the soul card of Suzuki 6 paths. His qualifications changed from diamond to it has been upgraded to its potential. In addition, it also has the ability of a 3 Magatama blood eye. However, due to attribute problems, Lei Jiao can only copy abilities of the same attribute. It is impossible to copy skills of other attributes. In addition, he also has super dynamic abilities. As for the ninjutsu he originally brought, he currently has none. Lin Chen doesn't really care about this. Lei Jiao inherited the Sharinan, which means that he will also awaken the Mangekyou in the future. Even the reincarnation eye, this is very annoying. The next day, Lin Chen went directly to the Shenglin martial arts venue. The competition will start here. After logging in, with his identity information, Lin Chen directly entered the player backstage the preparation area. Today the top 64 will be decided. The winner of the first round will advance directly, and the remaining 14 places will be competed by the losers. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 36. Hey, you guy, aren't you afraid? Just when Lin Chen was looking at the huge projection of the competition above the preparation area, a lively voice sounded behind Lin Chen. Huniu, it's you. What are you afraid of? What's there to be afraid of? Lin Chen said carelessly. At this point, what's the use of being afraid? You seem to be in a good mood, aren't you panicking? Lin Yu looked firmly into Lin Chen's eyes, trying to see if Lin Chen was lying, but found that Lin Chen really wasn't lying. What's the use of panicking? Lin Chen curled his lips. Panic is useful now, it's not useless. Next, Please invite Lin Chen from Shenglan Middle School on the 88th and Zhou Chen from Jialing Middle School on the 22nd to prepare to compete on stage," the voice of the radio sounded. "Wow, your game has begun, come on," Lin Yuyo said to Lin Chen in an eccentric way. "Kindness," Lin Chen nodded. There was a hint of caution in his eyes. Now, besides himself, these people are all descendants of aristocratic families. Who knows what their first star beast is? At least it is a star beast after an evolution. That guy from the Zhou family, Lin Yuyo squinted slightly and looked at the big screen. There are two areas in the preparation area, the first 50 people and the last 50 people. The battle is also arranged in this way. When Lin Chen walks onto the duel field, Zhou Morning has arrived. Oh! The cheers of the audience reached its peak. Although this game is not the most exciting, it is also a very special game. Lin Chen may not know that he has broken the curse of the past century and entered the top 100. Caused such a turmoil. But these viewers know that many people hope that Lin Chen can go further and let them see hope. Among them, Ye Tian, who was stepped on by Lin Chen. At this moment, Ye Tian he didn't want Lin Chen to be eliminated early, but he wanted Ye Tian to go as far as possible, so that he wouldn't appear rubbish and incompetent. If Lin Chen lost in the first game, Ye Tian would be even more uncomfortable. "Hello everyone, we are Higher Brothers. I just watched a wonderful game, and now the game is even more exciting," on the commentary table. The two Higher Brothers, one named Aha and the other named Al. Together they are called the Higher Brothers, and they are the two most popular among the many commentators. Yes, on one side is Zhou Chen, a direct descendant of the Zhou family of Saint Langxing. The qualifications are epic. The other player is the dark horse of this competition. A real dark horse. An ordinary person from Shenglan Middle School. The qualifications are also epic, Al said following Aha's words. Okay, without further ado, now the game has officially begun. Let us look forward to this game to see whether the dark horse will win or the direct descendant from a century-old family will win. Let us wait and see, Aha said passionately. It directly aroused the emotions of the audience and those watching the live broadcast. "Players from both sides please prepare for the game," the referee said to Lin Chen and Zhou Chen. Two streams of light appeared directly on the battlefield. Admissions teachers from major colleges were sitting in VIP seats. Old gods from the top 10 colleges were there watching the upcoming game. "This is, admissions teacher from Shenlong University, Mr. Mu." The star beast looked at Lin Chen with a glimmer of light in its eyes. But he quickly restrained himself. "Not showing it? You can't go wrong, it's the ultimate pattern. I didn't expect that there are people in this place who have gone the extreme route. And they are still wild seedlings," Mr. Mu said with a hint of shock in his heart. "It is not that simple to reach the extreme. Very few people reach the extreme. Basically, it is because of adventure, encountering some genius or treasure, etc. go to the extreme. I want this person from Shenlong University," Mu Lao said calmly. Everyone in other colleges knows Mu Lao. On the one hand, it is because Mu Lao is the person in charge of Shenlong University, and on the other hand, it is because of Mu Lao's own strength. Another one from the top 10 Lingwu University, the person in charge asked Mu Lao, "Oh, Mu Lao has fallen in love with that little guy from the Zhou family." Mr. Mu glanced at the person in charge of Lingwu University. "No." The person in charge of Lingwu University breathed a sigh of relief. Although they are all in the top 10, there is no doubt that Shenlong University is the strongest. But then the person in charge of Lingwu University came to his senses. No, that is. Now the competition there were only two people left. Apart from Zhou Chen, Lin Chen was the only one left. It's this dark horse. The person in charge of Lingwu University looked at Lin Chen and couldn't feel anything strange. Mr. Mu didn't explain it. Explanation would cause trouble. On the battlefield. Zhou Chen's star beast is also a wolf-shaped star beast. The all-seeing eye, Lin Chen checked it out calmly. Name, Kang Shuifeng Lang. Qualification, Diamond. Rank, Bronze 1. Attributes, Wind, Ice. Weakness, Fire. Diamond level. This is no surprise, Lin Chen slowly thought that the star beasts of these aristocratic families could not be any worse. What surprised Lin Chen the most was that the potential of the Kang Snow Wind Wolf was actually developed to 20%. But this is definitely not Zhou. The first star beast in the morning was signed later. Xiaobai, say hello first, Zhou Chen said casually. Although Jiao Jiao is a dragon beast, Zhou Chen still didn't take it seriously. Why, of course it is an ordinary person like Lin Chen. Even if it is a dragon beast, but the beast master is different, there will be a big difference. The difference. Roar, Kang Shuifeng Wolf roared. A strong wind took off, mixed with snowflakes. The sky was full of wind and snow. Kang Shuifeng Wolf's skills. The surrounding temperature was dropping rapidly. Lin Chen narrowed his eyes slightly and looked at Jiao Jiao. Jiao Jiao was surrounded by thunder. It was beating, the purple thunder kept beating. A bolt of lightning spit out directly from Jiao Jiao's mouth, bad thunder. Instant. And it's powerful. The thunder light as thick as a bucket directly enveloped Kang Shuifeng Lang. Why do you always look down on me? Lin Chen said with a hint of helplessness at the corner of his mouth. A trace of cold sweat broke out on Zhou Chen's forehead, and he felt something was wrong. This dragon beast is not as simple as he thought. The lightning was too fast, and the power was also very terrifying. The lightning disappeared. Kang Shuifeng Lang's snow-white fur was charred, and the entire wolf was in bad shape. Just now a lightning flashed, and what had he been hit by? Lei Jiaojiao glanced at the white-furred wolf in surprise. He didn't fall down. Although he wasn't serious, he still had some strength. The dragon beast breed plus qualifications, plus the existence of full potential. Lei Jiaojiao's attack power is the existence of full explosion. In addition, the thunder attribute she tends to attack, but Lei Jiaojiao's attack power has already reached the sky. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 37. Good. Lin Chen said slowly. Good. Zhou Chen looked at Lin Chen in astonishment. At this moment, it was as if his identity had been reversed. Lin Chen was a child of an aristocratic family, and he was an ordinary person. This humming way of opening was wrong. Faintly, Zhou Chen felt a little pain in his balls, especially so. Are you a member of a noble family or am I? Xiaobai, freezing storm, Zhou Chen took a deep breath to calm down. The dark blue ball of light condensed in Kang Shuifeng Lang's mouth. The corners of Lin Chen's mouth twitched, full of loopholes. Let's not talk about the power. The speed of condensation is too slow, and the condensation speed is too slow. The time was too long, it was really Jiaojiao's decoration. The next moment, Lei Jiaojiao disappeared in place. Purple gold thunder claws appeared. It was almost solid, with mysterious purple lines. It was as direct as swatting a fly fall. Kang Shuifeng Wolf was directly slapped on the ground by Lei Jiaojiao's paw. The ground shook, and a deep hole appeared. There was also a huge thunder paw print covering it. Kang Shuifeng Wolf, it was directly embedded on the ground. The corner of Lin Chen's mouth twitched and he looked at Jiao Xiao. This guy was too cruel. Zhou Chen was dumbfounded. Not only Zhou Chen, but also other viewers were like this. Even those who supported Lin, the same is true for Chen. Those who support Lin Chen think that Lin Chen has won the victory. He has experienced hard battles many times, but now, where is the hard battle? It is obviously a crushing. Zhou Chen took a deep breath and calmed down. Now there is another chance. Zhou Chen directly put Kang Shuifeng Lang into the beast control space. It won't be that simple next time, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. Lin Chen also had a trace of solemnity in his eyes. Why are he so afraid of these children of the aristocratic family? It is very simple. It comes from their first star beast. Their first star beast has been following them the longest. It has been a long time, at least it has evolved once. Although it will not exceed the specifications, it is definitely not weak. This is the advantage of these children of aristocratic families. Come out, Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. A stream of light came out directly from Zhou Chen's body. A 4-meter-tall Tyrannosaurus appeared on the battlefield. Lin Chen looked at the behemoth in front of him with solemn eyes. Jiao Jiao is only over 2 meters tall, while this Tyrannosaurus is 4 meters high and 8 meters long. It is covered in thick scales. The sub-dragon is a dragon-blooded star beast that is far superior to the dragon species. The all-seeing eye, Lin Chen looked at the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus with a glint in his eyes. A star beast evolved from the small Tyrannosaurus. Name, Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus. Qualification, Legend. Rank, Bronze Level 3. Attribute, Thunder. Weakness, Gold. Before Lin Chen took a deep breath, this Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus was not only a creature that had evolved once, but also had a potential value of 50. You must know that this is a star beast that has evolved once, and it also has legendary qualifications. Although the difference in strength is not much, it is only 2 levels smaller. But it's not weak in other aspects. But the only good news is that Jiao Jiao is extremely thunderous. It is immune to most thunder-type attacks as long as it does not exceed itself by too much, and this Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus happens to be a thunder-type star beast. The only reason Jiao Jiao is more restrained is because of this. But in other respects Jiao Jiao has no advantage at all. Will player Lin Chen change the star beast? The referee asked Lin Chen. Because of the format of the game, at the end of the first game, the winner can choose whether to replace the star beast. Lin Chen looked at Jiao Jiao. Roar, Jiao Jiao roared. There was pride in her eyes. She would not allow herself to retreat like this. Whatever energy she had consumed in the last game had been recovered long ago. Nu, Lin Chen nodded to Jiao Jiao. No need to replace, Lin Chen said to the referee. The referee nodded, raised the flag in his hand, and then put it down. The game begins. Crush it, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus, roar. A huge sound swept the whole place. A brutal aura hit his face. As a sub-dragon species and at the top of the dragon species, Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus naturally looks down on Lei Jiao Jiao. Open Sherry Non, Thunder Claw, test it out, Lin Chen said calmly. The delicate purple eyes turned scarlet, and then 3 megatama appeared in the eyes, and the dynamic vision was improved to the extreme. Thunder Roar, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. Roar, thunder ripples like sound waves rippled in the air, and the entire ground was jumping with terrifying thunder. Do you see clearly? Lin Chen slowly said to Jiao Jiao. Roar, Jiao Jiao growled and nodded. Let's come to. Lin Chen said in a deep voice. Roar, Jiao Jiao's dull roar sounded. Exactly the same thunder howls appeared on the field and collided together. Kindness, listening to Lin Chen's words, Zhou Chen had a hint of surprise in his eyes. It felt a little strange, the same thunder roar. Although there was a slight difference in power. But it was not big. Thunder charge, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. Purple thunder covered the Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus. Avoid it, Lin Chen said calmly, we can't let Jiao Jiao resist. Before, it was because of the thunder attribute attack. Jiao Jiao's resistance was full, which was completely non-existent. There was even a suspicion of charging Jiao Jiao. But now it's completely different. The huge body of the Purple Thunder Tyrannosaurus, driven by the thunder, is like a turbocharger. It turns into a purple light and hits Lei Jiao Jiao directly. Not to mention the thunder, but the huge body Jiao Jiao couldn't bear the impact of his body on Jiao Jiao's petite body. Thunder appeared on Jiao Jiao's body, stimulating the cells in Jiao Jiao's body, instantly improving it to the extreme. Thunder stimulation method. Do you see clearly? Lin Chen asked Lei Jiao Jiao again. Roar, Lei Jiao Jiao growled and nodded. Use the thunder stimulation method to accelerate charge with thunder. Lin Chen said in a deep voice. Roar, Lei Jiao Jiao roared. Purple thunder covered her body. Although she was not big, her speed was far beyond that of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. The dragon horn on her head directly hit the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. The huge purple thunder Tyrannosaurus, his body fell directly to the ground. How can it be? Zhou Chen looked at Lei Jiao Jiao in disbelief. Thunder charge. Although it is not unique, it cannot be mastered without training. There are also things to train Star Beast skills in this world, but Thunder Charge is a high-level Star Beast move. Obviously it is not something Lin Chen can possess. And Lin Chen's words are also the most suspicious. Could it be that it just learned it and just glanced at it? Zhou Chen thought in disbelief. I'm giving it a try. Zhou Chen looked at Lei Jiao Jiao. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 38. On the battlefield. Lin Chen stood up from the ground and shook his head. The rough-skinned and thick-bodied purple thunder Tyrannosaurus had just hit it. If it had been Lei Jiao Jiao herself, she would probably have hit GG. After all, Lei Jiao Jiao is the same as Bully. They are extremely biased in their attack, speed, and defense. This is difficult to handle, Lin Chen murmured. The difference in strength is not big, but he has evolved once and has a potential value of 50%. Needless to say, the defense is not fast. Basically, it is with the existence of Manchu. After all, you can't run fast, so you have to be able to resist being beaten. Otherwise, it will be a mistake. Thunder roars, Zhou Chen said sternly. The purple thunder dragon roared. Purple thunder gathered. Lin Chen's heart tightened. With such an ability, the attack power is also full. Get out of the way, Lin Chen said slowly. A thunderous purple light directly tore the air and flew towards Lei Jiao Jiao. Lei Jiao Jiao pulled out a series of after-images and avoided them directly. At least he was at full speed. If he can't even dodge this, that's a bit unreasonable. Let's come to. Lin Chen said slowly, looking at the disappearing purple light of thunder. Lei Jiao Jiao roared, and thunder gathered in her mouth. Gan. Sure enough, this guy can copy the opponent's ability. How is it possible? Is there a copying beast? Zhou Chen said a little irritably. There is a strange star beast among the star beasts, called the copy beast, which can copy the opponent's ability and even use it exactly the same. But Lei Jiao Jiao is obviously not a copy beast, and it is not the same as the copy beast. The beast, 8 poles can't hit it together. But Lei Jiao Jiao has the ability to copy. It's a pity that Zhou Chen doesn't know about the Sherinan, otherwise, he wouldn't find it strange. The purple light beam directly hit the purple thunderstorm dragon. The terrifying impact directly knocked back the huge body of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. Sure enough, this purple thunder Tyrannosaurus is also very resistant to thunder, Lin Chen murmured, looking at the scorched blackness on the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. Fortunately, Lei Jiao Jiao has the ultimate thunder power, otherwise, even the scorched blackness would not be left. But even so, the spirit in Lei Jiao Jiao's body, the power is also almost exhausted. Continuously copy and release Dazo, and use thunder to stimulate your own cells. Maintaining the Sherinan consumes a lot of spiritual power. No solution anymore, Lin Chen murmured. As for dragon transformation, don't even think about it. Lin Chen will not allow Lei Jiao Jiao to use it. This is just a competition. Even if he loses, Lin Chen will not let Lei Jiao Jiao use it. Only one. Extremely thunderous. Jiao Jiao, the ultimate thunder, Lin Chen said in a deep voice. Zhou Chen was stunned and was extremely thunderous. How is it possible? Isn't this kind of thing a legendary thing? Why did it appear on a dragon beast species? Even the darling thunder beast known as thunder, even they may not be able to understand it. In the audience, the person in charge of Lingwu University finally understood why Mr. Mu said he wanted Lin Chen at the first sight. So that's it? The ultimate thunder, Lin Yu also had a hint of shock in her eyes. This thing is not a mainland product. Although Lin Chen didn't know how shocking the Thunder's ultimate was, he knew to some extent that the Thunder's ultimate was definitely not simple. It had potential. An ability that only appears when it is developed to its extreme. Ouch! A melodious wolf howl appeared on Jiao Jiao's body. The thunder beam shot straight into the sky. Although I don't know whether what you said is true or false. But it is absolutely impossible for you to use it, Zhou Chen said with an ugly face. If the ultimate thunder really breaks out, maybe he will really lose. If he is penetrated by an ordinary person, he will lose his face. Thunder roars, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus also felt a crisis. A terrifying thunder beam struck directly at the thunder divine light wrapped around Jiao Jiao's body. The purple thunder turned the sky purple. It should be no problem, Lin Chen murmured as he thought, feeling a little regretful. They should have been allowed to master the extreme changes earlier. Wouldn't this be a target for others? Lin Chen had a trace of helplessness in his eyes. He had no choice but to regret it now. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, the thunderous roar disappeared. The purple beam of light was still there. 20, 25, 30. The beam of light dissipated. A full 30 seconds. This is no joke. During the battle, it took 10 seconds. When Lei Jiaojiao appeared again, she had a mysterious aura on her body, mysterious lightning-like lines flashing on her body, and even the depths of her pupils flashed with mysterious thunder runes. Extreme mode, Lin Chen took a deep breath, so terrifying. Ahem, just kidding, in this mode, Lei Jiaojiao looks even more divine. Divine rings composed of thunder patterns appear on her limbs and claws. The dragon horns on the top of her head, the same divine ring also appeared, and the tail behind it turned into the symbol of thunder. Mysterious, noble. Extreme mode. Really, there was a trace of helplessness in Zhou Chen's eyes, as well as a trace of despair and fighting spirit. The extreme mode is not that simple. Even if the Zhou family knows it, they don't know how to activate it. To be precise, there are only a few in the entire Federation. Only human star beasts have such abilities. Let's start. Lin Chen said slowly. Ouch, Lei Jiaojiao let out a long roar. An afterimage appeared on the spot, and the main body had appeared in front of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. The claws with the thunder pattern quickly condensed into a huge claw. Thunder claw. Bang. The huge body of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus was directly knocked away. It seemed light, but in fact it was extremely terrifying. It contained great power. Purple thunder Tyrannosaurus, stand up, Zhou Chen said in a deep voice, with a glint in his eyes. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus stood up from the ground, shook his head, and with full defense, it would not be killed by Lei Jiaojiao with one move. But it also suffered a lot, injured and exhausted a lot of energy. Burning blood, Zhou Chen said calmly. Roar, the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus roared, and a burst of blood burned on its body, like blood flames. Thunder charge, Zhou Chen roared. This is the last blow. With Lei Jiaojiao in this state, the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus can only fight. Let's come to. Lin Chen said in a deep voice. Ouch, a melodious voice sounded. A trace of electric arc appeared on Lei Jiaojiao's body, and the next moment a terrifying thunder burst out and rushed into the sky. It turned into a huge figure of Lei Jiaojiao, elegant, mysterious, and noble. Shrouded in the body up, the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus took heavy steps, and the sound was as dull as the beating of its heart. Lei Jiao groaned softly, moving like thunder. Tear. The air was torn like rags. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 39. Boom. It was as if two ancient beasts from the wild were colliding. One is arrogant and domineering, the other is noble and elegant. Purple gold thunder raged in the duel venue. The earth was shattered, and I didn't expect two bronze-level star beasts to be fighting. Lin Chen narrowed his eyes slightly and waited for the last moment to come. The same goes for Zhou Chen. No matter what, Zhou Chen knows that he has lost. After this collision, even if the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus wins, don't forget, this is a 2 versus 2 game, and Lin Chen still has a star beast. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus has run out of gas, unless Lin Chen's other star beast is the garbage among the garbage, otherwise, there is no way Lin Chen will lose. The purple thunder disperses. The smoke and dust subsided, revealing the situation above the duel venue. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus stood there, while Lei Jiao fell to the ground. Lin Chen was not surprised by this either. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus is a star beast that has evolved once and reached 50% of its potential. Jiao has not evolved yet. Although its potential has been fully reached, she has also mastered the ultimate thunder. But in the case of confrontation, the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus, which is good at defense, is obviously more durable. Jiao is a little squishy. If you don't choose to fight head-on like this, you can still win. But in the case of frontal ramming, the result is like this. Lin Chen took Lei Jiao back. After checking, it was just that the Diljia spiritual power was exhausted. Just take a nap and rest. It's nothing serious. Although Jiao lost this time, it was due to lack of spiritual power and physical strength. Lei Jiao did not lose in other aspects. But it's normal. After all, he is a sub-dragon star beast who grew up with Zhou Chen and has no strength at all. In terms of form, Lei Jiao is a bit inferior, after all, she hasn't evolved yet. There is also a gap of 1 or 2 levels in terms of strength. Jiao is only 1 bronze. Overall, Lin Chen was very satisfied. Please, player Lin Chen, send out the second star beast, the referee said in a deep voice. Bully, come on, take revenge on Jiao. Lin Chen said slowly. With a flash of light, the bully appeared in the field. Just, the bully yelled. Zhou Chen looked at Lin Chen's first star beast, and it turned out to be just a mainland product like a light soldier elf. At the same time, he was relieved, but he felt something was wrong. What happened to this light soldier elf? It feels a bit strange, and generally when fighting with beast masters. In 2v2, weaker star beasts will be sent out first to consume the opponent's strength, unless they are restrained. Light soldier elves? Fine, Zhou Chen breathed a sigh of relief. Although the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus has run out of fuel, the light soldier elf is also famous for being a star beast with little strength before evolving. There is nothing to take except an elemental mimic. Something to take action. Should be able to win. Zhou Chen slowly thought, the next moment. The bully appeared directly in front of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus, faster than Lei Jiao. Cha, light speed kick, the bully shouted, with a fanatical smile on his face, golden light on his short legs, and a kick landed directly on the head of the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. The size is not proportional, and it is not as big as the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. The big-headed bully directly stepped on the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus into the ground. Several of his teeth were shattered. He almost died on the spot and was kicked by the bully into a concussion. The battle was over in an instant. What the hell is this? Zhou Chen looked at the beaten purple thunder Tyrannosaurus. He almost jumped up and grabbed Lin Chen's neck. Is this the light soldier elf? Are you lying to me? When did the light soldier elf become so arrogant? Did it happen? The referee was also shocked. He originally thought it was a hard fight, but good guy, what do you mean you just knocked it out? At the end of the competition, Lin Chen from Shenglan Middle School won, the referee announced loudly. On the commentary table. This, what do you think, Al? Aha looked at Al and asked. Me, I sat and watched, and this touched on my blind spot of knowledge. It was probably because the purple thunder Tyrannosaurus itself had run out of gas, so this situation occurred, Al said slowly. Otherwise, how can you explain it? It's a stupid explanation. It can only be blamed on nonsense. But Al is not wrong, he is just a little bit right. The purple thunder Tyrannosaurus is indeed exhausted, but the strength of the bully it's even stronger than Lei Jiaojiao. Jiaojiao's speed can't be matched, and her attack power is also maxed out. In this case, how can Lei Jiaojiao win against the bully? Lin Chen's star beasts all go to extremes. Compared with ordinary star beasts, they may not be much weaker due to training, but the defense is directly stretched. Spiritual power is also the flaw of Lin Chen's star beast at this stage, as you can see from Lei Jiaojiao, he can only fight quickly. In a word, either they explode or we explode, it's that simple. 1. Lin Chen murmured, was it easy to win? Not bad, not easy at all. At least Jiaojiao except Long Hua's trump card. Everything else was exposed. Bully is okay. Of course, this is at least because of the top 100 battle the first stage. When the top 64, the opponents become more and more powerful. It will be difficult to say at that time, especially the known ultimate boss. Wu Zhao. This guy has a star beast of true dragon species, but I don't know what's the specific situation. There are other existences. In short, Lin Chen's head hurts. It seems like we need to prepare for evolution. Lin Chen slowly thought that Lei Jiaojiao's evolution might be a bit troublesome. The most troublesome thing is the true dragon essence and blood of thunder. The crystallization of fighting spirit and so on are easy to talk about. It is this true dragon essence and blood that is more troublesome. All we can do is consider the evolution of bullies. The 10 crystals of light needed for the evolution of the bully are relatively simple. As long as you have money. When Lin Chen returns to the preparation area, Lin Yuyo looked at Lin Chen with a hint of surprise in his eyes, and then said with a smile, Rogue, I didn't expect you to have such strength. That was the ultimate thunder. Lin Chen nodded decisively. Lin Chen never thought that he would hide this kind of thing from the people of these big families. After all, he is also a big family, and he must know more than ordinary people. It's true, I didn't expect that your star beast actually understood the ultimate power of thunder. Lin Yuyo said with a hint of envy. Is the ultimate thunder very rare? Lin Chen looked at Lin Yuyo and said with a strange look in his eyes. This is for sure, okay. You don't know, right? The ultimate attribute basically means that the star beast has reached the extreme of this attribute, do you understand? Not all star beasts can have it, Lin Yuyo said angrily. Not even her star beast has ever done it. So far, the Human Federation really doesn't know what to do with regards to the development of extreme. Lin Chen is the only exception. Beast Tamer, Divine Beast Tamer. Author, I am Lao Wu. Chapter 40. Lin Chen's bug talent can see the potential of a star beast. This is the most important thing. Only when the potential value is fully reached will it be born. How could other people know that other people train their star beasts by feeling? To put it simply, it was just a guess, and Lin Chen walked away with the answer. Can this be compared? Moreover, in the stage of developing potential value, every time it exceeds 10%, there will be some stagnation, and the strength will stagnate. If Lin Chen hadn't been able to see the extent of potential value development, he wouldn't have been able to do these things. If the relative strength is stagnant, it's time to evolve. Ordinary people know about the potential value. The most critical thing is that the ultimate birth will only appear in the young star beasts. After evolution, it is impossible to be born to the extreme. This is also one of the difficulties. How many people let their star beasts stay in a weak era without knowing the way forward? Only Lin Chen would do this if he took the answer and went straight up. Otherwise, everyone else would have given up halfway, and many of them had potentials reaching 60, 70, or even 90, but if they were even close, it would be a huge difference. So until now, people in the Federation still don't know what is going on in Jigen. Wait until Lin Chen returns to his hotel. The fat man Zhu Yifu is here again. Brother Zhu, what kind of wind brings you here? Lin Chen looked at Zhu Yifu standing in the hall and stopped him and said with a smile. Congratulations, Brother Lin has entered the top 64 of Saint Orchid Star. Your future is limitless, Zhu Yifu said flatteringly. Brother Zhu, just tell me if you have anything to do, Lin Chen smiled and nodded. Isn't this a gift to Brother Lin? Brother Lin, please remember our agreement. Zhu Yifu said with a smile. Of course I remember, Lin Chen nodded. After entering the top 64, he will have 10 million in advertising money for goods. Just remember. Brother Lin, if it is convenient now, I will send you the money. Zhu Yifu said slowly. Well, wait a minute, I wonder if Brother Zhu has any crystals of light. The true dragon essence and blood of thunder, the crystallization of fighting spirit, these things, Lin Chen looked at Zhu Yifu and asked. Of course, Lin Chen only asked with a glimmer of hope. Thunder's true dragon essence and blood. I do have this thing, but the price is a bit expensive. It requires 50 million federal coins, crystals of fighting spirit, and crystals of light. My Chamber of Commerce on Jenglan planet does not have these yet, but the aliens are from Brother Lin. I can mobilize him if necessary, but I don't know how much Brother Lin needs. Zhu Yifu looked at Lin Chen with a glint in his eyes and said. 50 million? Can it be cheaper? Lin Chen said a little embarrassed. Brother Lin knows the essence and blood of Thunder Dragon, and also knows what the market price is. The market price, at least, is above 100 million, or there is a price but no market. I can keep it because it hasn't been put on the shelves yet. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it anymore. 50 million is really the internal price, Zhu Yifu said with a wry smile. Zhu Yifu really didn't lie about this. That's it, Lin Chen said with a sigh, he only has more than 4 million now, which is still far from 50 million, let alone crystals of light, crystals of fighting spirit and the like. Let's do this, Brother Lin, tomorrow is the top 64 competition. If Brother Lin can enter the top 32, as we said before, I will give you 100 million in endorsement fees, deducted from this. Also, I don't know how many crystals of light and fighting spirit Brother Lin needs, Zhu Yifu said with a glint in his eyes. There are 10 crystals of light, and the crystals of fighting spirit are of course the best quality. Lin Chen said slowly. The market price of a crystal of light is 1 million, 10 crystals are equivalent to 10 million, and top quality crystals of fighting spirit are also between 10 million and 20 million, Zhu Yifu said slowly. Of course, the internal price would definitely not be that much. Zhu Yifu added. Well, Brother Lin, we are a bit hypocritical. As long as you enter the top 32, I will give you 50 million, crystallization of light value, crystallization of fighting spirit, and the essence and blood of the true dragon of thunder. I will only count you. 50 million is enough, Zhu Yifu said with a smile. Kindness, Lin Chen looked at Zhu Yifu, a little strange. This is not a small amount. 50 million federal coins is quite a lot, at least it can buy a residence of more than 100 square meters in the most central city of Saint Orchid Star. At least for now Lin Chen, a poor guy, can't afford a house. Does brother Lin feel a little strange? Zhu Yifu looked at Lin Chen with a smile and said. Kindness, Lin Chen nodded bluntly. The friendship between them really hasn't reached this level yet. Hey, brother Lin doesn't know anything about this. Just make friends. If brother Lin, a talented person with a bright future, can look up to me, Lao Zhu, it will give me Lao Zhu face, and I can bear the loss, Zhu Yifu said slowly, with a smile on his face. Lin Chen knew to some extent what Zhu Yifu was thinking. Investing means being optimistic about your own future. Tens of millions for Zhu Yifu, who can turn Zhu Yifu into his company's expansion to other planets, is a drop in the bucket. Thank you so much, brother Zhu. Lin Chen said seriously. Ha ha ha, little things, Zhu Yifu said slowly, with a glint in his eyes. Helping someone in times of need is far more practical than adding icing on the cake. Zhu Yifu is a smart man. When he learned that Lin Chen had entered the top 100, he was ready to invest. Although at this time, investment and income are not directly proportional. But this is where Zhu Yifu is smart. Everyone thinks it is a miracle. Lin Chen can only stop being in the top 100, so he is not optimistic about Lin Chen. Only Zhu Yifu came to find Lin Chen and gave Lin Chen's investment. 5 million is either too much or too little, but only Zhu Yifu dared. Facts have proved that his choice was right. Lin Chen entered the top 64. The return for him was more than 5 million. Simple. If Lin Chen really enters the top 32, then it's not a loss even if these things are given away for free. Lin Chen has proven his potential as a strong man. And Zhu Yifu has also proven his vision. At this time, give Lin Chen help, there is no doubt that his profit is the biggest. After Lin Chen sent Zhu Yifu away. Looking at the extra 10 million on his card, which is the advertising fee of the top 64, I have to say that Zhu Yifu wants more than Lin Chen, much more atmospheric. This guy, Lin Chen opened the system panel with a smile on his lips.